Oh, hi, welcome back to more live stream game development. We're making Sons of Saul in Unity. I'm Kevin from RetroNeo Games, other words, bienvenue. Welcome. Still coming. Be our guest, be our guest, be our guest. Anyway, getting on with this. 53 episodes in, I refuse to learn an intro. Okay, so what were we doing last time? We were making the asteroids explode when they hit a shuttle husk. We did that. It's hard to make happen unless you do it deliberately, so I'm going to show you a GIF I prepared earlier. It was one of the things I said it might do on the stream was record GIF capture of what we'd made to promote for Screenshot Saturday and stuff. Last stream was Thursday, today's Monday, if that makes sense. If you're not watching it live, so recorded this GIF here. Destroy the shuttle with a missile, and the second stage is an asteroid can hit the body of it, the husk, and destroy it completely. We've got the debris explodes in 3D. I had it going in a circle, I think, the last time on the stream. I just tried it out in a sphere shape. Oh no, sorry, we did have it on the stream because I remember talking about the problems of the sorting layer. That some debris that should be up high appeared under the ship and under asteroids. Some that should have been down low appeared on top of it. Like, it's obviously further away in the scene and then it renders in front of, and it shouldn't. Been having a bit of trouble with that. It's not solved, but I mean, you can see that if you're not really looking for it, you know, I'm going to class it as a minor bug. Like, it's purely aesthetic and it's hard to notice. But it is recorded as a bug anyway. So we did that. What else we do? Oh yeah, we fixed a quick bug with just the TV being rendered twice in the bar scene. Not really a blocker. It's not even really part of what you can play. Although, we'll get to that in a sec. Let me just... The webcam USB wire is the shortest wire I have, and I got this stand desk, so every hour or so I usually stand it up and stand up working and then sit back down. The webcam wire is the one wire that gets pulled first once I go too high, if I go too high, and so it kind of tilts the picture up a bit when I'm not aware of it. Okay, so yeah, change a bit of audio. Yeah, I think, yeah, we did that at the start with the Audacity. I never actually mentioned that we were using Audacity. Should have. It's a great free audio program, Audacity. You can... I'm not going to say that. You can take a sound clip, I don't know where you got it, and make changes to it. In Audacity, you know, you could do all sorts of things. It's basic sound engineering, but it's very accessible. You could take a bird chirping and you could do enough stuff to it that it'll sound like some fucked up digital dog barking if you want to. Yes. And actually you can generate the source noise in the program if you want and chop and change it up. So I don't know, sound engineering isn't what I do on stream, but it's so much fun, and Audacity's free, so I don't know, check it out sometime, especially if you're making sound effects for your game. Don't just like download free assets and do nothing to them. Make them your own a bit. For one thing, it helps paint a soundscape. Same way an artist needs to use a color palette and just get a cohesive look, you need to do the same with audio. Something we're not fully there with yet, but we're much closer. So don't do what I say, not what I do. The release version will have a clear soundscape. We're still moving between prototype and final audio. Well, not even final audio, but correct audio. Okay, the last thing, we were doing changes to the spawner script to allow it to spawn shuttles. Because at the moment it could only spawn, or well, previously it could only spawn fighters. Added in this thing. So now it can spawn assault shuttles. It hadn't finished it on the stream, but it can spawn up to 12 assault shuttles, make it friendly, and make them approach from depth. I've sped them up. They're going 10 times faster than they should, but you'll see them flying up there. Should be 12 shuttles up here now, and should all be friendly. Yeah. So that's not really what we would want out of it. We'd want more like one pirate shuttle at normal speed. No, that wasn't normal. But here we go. I did make one other change actually to Asteroids. Now they'll kind of inherit the speed. There he is. You may not have noticed there. I hadn't explained it yet, but the smaller parts of the asteroids that come off a larger destroyed one, they get a bit of their own spin and direction, but they'll inherit the speed and direction that they were going at in the first place. So great if I could find a fast one. It'd make it easier to demonstrate, but this one here is going a little fast. So basically his children will still be going roughly the same direction instead of kind of coming off at unpredictable directions. So that was another change that I hadn't written down, but now you know. One bug I did just notice is there was no radar signature for the shuttles that were spawned, or for this one here. Let's just see what's happening that. Oh, okay. The sprite is missing for the shuttle's radar signature. Okay, so I think it just needs to be that sprite. Put it on. Apply the prefab. Now both shuttles should have red radar signatures, yeah. And when they die, they become grey. Should be harder to see, but see that there? Actually, I'm gonna have to update his report in status. He's not holding, he's not heavily damaged, he's just destroyed. Add that here. I won't do that today. It's very easy to do, just I'll get on with what we're gonna do. Actually, I've been ignoring the notes because I haven't come back to them in quite a while. I'm gonna put that in feature. Okay, so that's what we've done since last time. I also did the GIF recording. Oh yeah, this I think was the last problem we had on stream, and I made the debris explosions 3D. The last problem we had was that say blue is fine. If your ship's hurtling along that way, when it explodes, the debris should also kind of go that way, but also expand out. But the debris was just stopping dead where it was, and it looked unrealistic, particularly because the other particle system, well, the fighter debris did continue on, but the grey parts of debris didn't, the new debris system didn't. So it looked quite wrong. Where I fixed that was, I was looking in simulation space, just thinking, oh, maybe I made it local instead of world, or vice versa. And where? Fooling myself now. Yeah, simulation space, local and world. Changed it to custom and dragged in itself, so it simulates relative to itself. What happens in the code is fighters flying along that way, so the game knows about it. And then when it gets destroyed, we put in the debris and also send the debris object along that way. But this object itself spawns all the little pieces of debris, and so if they were simulating in world space, that's why they didn't inherit the motion. Because while this object inherited the motion, all the little particles just spawned here and went that way. They didn't care. So if it's custom relative to itself and itself is moving that way, then all the little pieces will inherit the downward left vector in this case, where I keep pushing the mouse, and also sort of expand out. So one piece will go that way, one piece will go that way, one piece will go very slowly back that way, one piece will go that way. So that's that. Basically, simulation space is what I thought. I don't remember there being a custom. I could swear that a few versions ago it was only local and world, and local would have been fine, but local didn't do it. But now there's custom, and custom does it, so that's handled. Alright, 15 minutes in. What are we doing today? Remind me. We are building... Alright, the current... Oh yeah, also since last time, with that GIF done, I updated the press kit. So I had it down for way longer than I should have had, but now there's... and only one person looked for it the day I took it down. No one had looked at our press kit before that. But I put back up on the RetroNeoGames.com site. Press kit with GIFs and demo links and screenshots and information and all that. So that's also done. You can look at it if you want. It's, if you're a game developer, it's, you may have heard of the do press kit or press kit bracket kit by Rami Ismail and Flambeer, and apparently that's great, but it doesn't work on Squarespace, and I have a Squarespace site. So I just sort of copied the format that it's kind of become standard format nearly, because it was so handy that everyone started using it, and those who were on Squarespace just started copying the look of the other people's ones. So essentially I copied the look of it. It's loosely based on Rami Ishmael's press kit, but has none of his code or anything. It just has a fact sheet on the left, or is it the right? One of the sides. I don't remember. It's there anyway, you can look at it. If you're a game developer, and you're not on Squarespace, you should look into the press kit, circle bracket. Is that what you would search? It's called do press kit. And if you're on Squarespace, just, I don't know, look at mine and copy the format. Okay, so that's that. In that press kit, and the most up-to-date build on the website is version 0.2.7, but we've made a few changes, and I just want to push out 0.2.8 today, and then just leave this demo alone. It's been handy in that all the changes I've done just served to that I have done recently have served to polish the demo up, based on player feedback and stuff, usually related directly to the demo, but you know, any UI changes, gameplay changes will carry through to any other scene or mission or whatever. But really, we're on this demo about 6 months. December? Or March? May? Yeah, 6 months with this demo as our leading playable demo. Yep, words. So I want to move past it. We're working on the strategy layer. We might even start it today a bit, but just want to push out the updates to make the most polished up-to-date demo that we can, let that be available, and then let it sit there longer. We've been putting out a slight update every week or two. Just want to do it, leave it alone for a good while until there's a proper vertical slice demo ready. Say that none of the changes I intend to make soon will affect the demo. So I just want to get it out of the way. That said, it might make changes that affect the demo, might improve it a lot with a simple tweak, and I'll put out 0.2.9, but the plan is just put out 0.8. So today we're going to build that. We've got Unity Plus now. I was about to say Unity Pro, but Plus is in between Free and Pro. But we've gotten rid of the. I showed it last time. We got rid of the Unity startup screen and stuff like that. For the moment, anyway. So we can put out a much more professional, serious-looking demo, I guess. Because it doesn't start with the Unity splash box, which just instantly drops people's opinions of it. It's not a fair fact, but it's a fact. So, paid for the Plus license, might as well start using it. We are using it in that we get this pro skin. Look, it's dark. Whoa, fancy. I thought nothing of the pro skin. A friend of mine, Chris, said once he left his master's, I think, or left college anyway, and he had to go back to using the free skin, he was like, oh, it's so ugly, I can't look at it anymore. And if that's how they get you to spend €360 a year just for the tint of the background, I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me, but I've only just started looking at it. I might find it hard to go back to. We'll see. I guess the secret is you make it darker. It's easier on the eyes, so you don't mind. When it's brighter, it's more garish. So if you go back to looking at the brighter one, you're like, why are you doing this to my eyes? I can see psychologically why it might make a difference, but I don't know. I studied marketing and a bit of psychology, so once you see how the tricks are done, some of them, you get better at ignoring them. So we'll see in 11 months and 20 odd days if I can't stand it. But yeah, watch this space. Skip forward about 100 episodes if we're still doing this in 100 episodes. To find the answer to that question. And no, I don't recommend that you really skip it. Okay, so let's push out the next version. The place where we show the version number is in this scene. Yeah, I've updated that to 0.8. I've decided, for no real good reason, I had different versions where normal players couldn't get in and look at the concept art for the vertical slice, which is coming here. Look at the hanger and stuff like that. I decided that the players can't come look at this, but press could, or YouTubers could show it off. No particular reason. I just didn't want. I can control which press and YouTubers look at it to a degree. They usually contact you, or you contact them. So I can just say, hey, by the way, if you click this button, you'll see concept art. It's not really part of the game. That's why it's lame. And doesn't do anything. You're like, none of the buttons work. Yeah, but they're not meant to yet, because it's basically just moving concept art. But whatever, I just kind of want to have the one version out. There's also a secret button up there to click up on it. So might as well get rid of the secret button, since I'm going to leave in the main button. Just going to make little tweaks so that we can build 0.2.8 and then playtest 1 or maybe 2 runs through it. So where's the logo? No, not that. Okay, the main menu thing, Sons of Soul image, okay. And it has a button on it, and it's gonna make it not interactable, so I can bring it back easily in future if I want to, but clicking that secret button will do nothing. So, okay, the thing about the home base then. I want to kind of label it concept art or something, but see, how am I gonna? Best fit maybe. Not showing up there. Maybe in full size it would. Oh, it is on best fit already. Let it overflow. Oh, what happened? Oops, yeah, I typed in completely the wrong place. I told it to load a scene called home base concept art. That would never have worked. Okay. So overflow is probably not the right thing. That's not great either. Might just say preview. Wrap though. I'd like to get 2 lines out of it. Yeah, okay. That should be okay. I think in full screen, the size of that would be better. Yeah, it's fine. It's quite clear that it's not the main game. So this, oh crap, part needs to be off, I think. Got exactly which one of these I had to turn on, turn off. Yeah, that's okay. Guevara. J. Actually, the call sign should be J. First name should be Ernesto. I don't know why I'm doing this. Just see how close we can get to Che Guevara all of a sudden. Just curious. Head shape. Oh, that one. We've redesigned this, so this is still kind of my placeholder art, and we've a new main menu and we've a new character pool coming, in case you're worried about that. Okay, skin color would be maybe number 2. I don't know a lot about Che Guevara's ears. It's the closest hairstyle. We don't have any beret though, so I don't know what to do about that. Maybe I'm just completely wasting time. Well, he was a doctor once. Let's give him a tidy haircut. Probably... That's the beard, that's the beard. Oop. Yeah, let's have him looking a little mean, whatever. Tough. Don't like that yellow very much. That should be okay. Need a beret though to make this work. Can't really do it otherwise. Or a cigar. Blue eyes, wasn't he? I don't remember. You see mostly black and white photos. Cheeks. Very subtle, but I don't know. I know Che didn't have scars. At least he would have when he was killed, I'd say, but let's just give it. So I hope that was fun. So like he'll only be saved to my machine. So anyone else who plays the demo won't have him, but I could select him, export him, create a new group of revolutionaries. Put them in that group. Then open an Explorer. Here's my revolutionaries file, and I can share that file with anyone else. Anyone else can then come into their game, go import, open an Explorer, put the file in here, go back in, and import Shay. I shouldn't be in there twice, actually. Can I remove him from it? Did I ever do that? I'm not sure. No, I don't think I did. Might be stuck with 2 of them. No, it was meant to prevent you from adding a duplicate. So I'll have to add that to the bug list later. Oh, I didn't mean to close that. I hate Windows search. You can't even tab out of it while it's working. Good in Windows 7 or whatever. Ugh. Didn't mean to close it. Okay, let's get back. So we have a checklist of things. Make sure all the right scenes are in the build settings. Froze up there for a sec. Base. They are all correct. So I have a checklist to do before builds of all these things. Version number, yeah, we're correct. That's fine. Uncheck. Why is it red? Actually, red's hard to read. Or at least it's hard to read on this dark black, dark red on dark black. Change that. Oh, color is brown. Let me actually make it red and see if it's better. That's still working. Come on. Noticing this is... I got a new D drive. Not a solid state, sorry. Moving part mechanical one. Yeah, that's easy to read. And I used to have this project, because I use it so much, on the SSD. But it's a very full SSD, so I took it off, put it on the new hard drive. But it's compiling a lot slower. I might just move it back. Okay. Uncheck director screenshot mode. Probably unchecked, but screenshot mode is off. Okay. Convention mode on the input manager. This is a feature that will reset the game. It is on. It'll reset the game if someone's away for 90 seconds. There's no input, so you don't want that in someone's house. But you do want it if someone walks away from your laptop at a convention. Done. Set analytics. Haven't looked at the Unity analytics in a long time, but is there? They're on, whatever. On is fine. I'm not even sure they work. I think I set them up correctly, and I think I'm still... Actually, I would have an analytics account now, definitely, now that I'm on Unity Plus. So I'll have to check them again. Self-play scene reset timer. 90 seconds, yes. Fine, I guess. AI healths, yeah, I didn't change them. Fine. Turn off manual spawns. Because that's in the other scene. One or you can have a hotkey to spawn groups in, but it's off. Good. Resolutions, no, they're fine. Might just take that one away. I had changed how the canvases were working. Set it to specific resolutions or pixel stretch or all different settings, but it hasn't gone wrong on me, so I presume it's fine. Turn off the asteroid combat ability. That I might do. How? I think it is off then, yeah. It's a thing that lets you, the camera stops following you, and so you fly out the top, but you come back in the bottom. You fly out the right, but you come back in the left. So it makes it like classic Asteroids movement. It's only there for fun. We did it on stream one time, I think. Just make sure it's off when I do builds. Turn the music back on. Pretty sure music's on. Going from the intro, yeah. Self-play level has an automatic camera. Camera auto changes, yeah, that's good. Really done with the checklist. Set quit behavior, that was fine last time. Most of this is fine because I haven't switched between public builds and private builds recently, so it was set up correctly last time. Checkpoints, yeah, we're going from the intro. I saw it a second ago. Tools script has 3 leave feedback buttons on it. Yes, leave feedback buttons enabled. Alright, so right now I think can't leave feedback. Yeah. So good thing I have a checklist because I thought that was enabled and I wouldn't have really thought to look. So now we can see a leave feedback button there that will bring us to a Google form. And I can leave game feedback. Some people do. Nice. Oh, I need to bring that. Clears on play, and I just played, so I need to bring that back up. On my camera, quit behavior. The website link is on this other scene. Oh, didn't save that. Feedback enabled and save and go back to the self-playing scene. Hey Guy, how are you? Sorry, there's no one in for the first 15 minutes and after 18 minutes you posted and I haven't looked back since. Sorry Guy if you're still there. Oh, I don't think you are actually. It says there's one watching now and not on Twitch. Thanks for coming back. Sorry I didn't say hello at the right time. We're almost ready to playtest this. Let's see how to find the website button. Here. Oh, the website button is off. Oh yeah, because that's for, I've turned it off for public builds because I don't want people in conventions opening up the browser and freaking out. They always like, oh no, I broke the game, and they run away, and then your game just has this usually cannot connect window up at a convention. And until you come back and look at it, you might notice it if you're watching them straight away. But if you're talking to someone else or gone to the bathroom, then you got a problem. So, alright, website button's back on. Where are we? Oh yeah, I need the checklist. Pretty much at the bottom of the checklist now. Yeah, so that's everything. So as long as I didn't break the game in some other way that didn't have to do with the checkpoints, we should be okay. So we're doing a Windows build, yes. Building to 0.2.8. I'm gonna overwrite the one I built earlier, which would have had the wrong settings for some of those things we just saw. So there's a thing called Bitly that you may or may not know of. Drag it into the screen, it's not coming. And you can create kind of like the Google URL shortener. This has been around for years. I'm sure a lot of people know about it. Some people don't. I only learned about it a few months ago. It's handy in that in the free version you can get short links. You can also customize what they're called. But this link is broken now, for example, just because I moved the Dropbox folder around and I can't edit the link itself. Yeah, that's ready. Anyone chatting on Watch Me Work? Nope, that's still a very quiet channel. So I learned from my mistake. I can't edit that. I can't even get rid of it. I can hide it. But anytime I go to share this one, it's the top one every time I come back in here. And once or twice I've shared a broken link, and it's terrible. If you want to share broken links, you want to hide them. Why is this not letting me right click today? Pretty sure I right click to hide it. Oh. Do it that way. But the actual, and here's the link to my press kit. I clicked 4 times in total in the last, I only set it up 2 or 3 days ago. So it's 4 clicks, that's probably me testing it 4 times. Here's the current build. It works. We can download it, and it'll download. At the moment, that's 0.2.7 is in there. So if you don't know, I'm going to show you how to replace a file in a Dropbox folder without changing the link, and so I don't have to create new Dropbox links. Because Bitly won't let me. It'll say, oh, you've already used SOS demo, which is a good link, so it's a SOL demo. And it won't let me use it again, won't let me overwrite it, won't let me even delete it. So I want to keep that Dropbox link solid. But I do want to always change. I do want to be able to change which demo it points to. It's pointing to build 0.7. No, sorry, build 7Z. Never mind. But it's got build 0.2.7 is in there. So it's pointing at that, and I just want to sort of keep the URL but swap out the file that's in the zip folder. So we'll do that after a quick playtest. I'm going to nudge the volume up a bit. Let me quit. Make sure that opened right. So this is a Unity game, but you'll notice the Unity resolution window and controls window didn't pop up because I disabled it. I also disabled the Made with Unity screen for now. and just went straight to the company logo and straight to the main menu. So that's fun. Can't click that. Oh, you can? What the hell? I disabled that. Did I not save? Possibly I didn't save. Actually, let's check as well. Is the website link working? Yeah, and it says home base. I think I didn't save that time. Damn it. Alright, so let's just reset the home base. The text has to say home base preview, isn't that it? And the census all image button is disabled. Build and run. Okay, let's get back into it. We don't often play test it in full screen. You'll see my. Is it up here? Up here? Am I pointing at it? Here. This. The webcam that I have in the frame. You might think it looks weird. You might have copped that it matches the UI in the game scene. But when we play the game in full screen, it should be the right size. And it should match up with the wingmen. So the wingmen's two avatars will be down here, and mine will be up here as the leader. And there's no actual UI in the upper right corner at the moment in the game, so it's not blocking anything. It's just like this is where the leader's face is. You play the leader. So that was a good way to kill a few seconds explaining that. So, okay, can't click that. Can go preview the home base. We got rid of the second TV showing there last week. Concept art. This is, it moves in 3D a bit. This is 2D, but whatever. Exit, you can view the hangar, move the mouse over things, but can't click on anything except for the exit. Go to the briefing room, can plan the next mission, but we can't. Just example stuff. Bar, go back to the main menu. Right, so that's fine. The character pool should also work. Here's Che Guevara. Oh, Guevara. I deliberately misspelled the names that are in the game. But then when I edited him, I didn't correct it. So I can delete him, can import him again from the Revolutionaries folder, and he's back and he's there. So he will be one of our wingmen in the demo, and actually create a random new one. So the kid will be our other wingmate. We can go to the website, I guess. No, we'll bring it back. Yes, we'll go. Yeah. Quit worked. Quit no. Get it away. I can go back to the action. Yep. So the only thing left to do is play the game. Simple. So I can skip the intro. I'm just gonna watch the intro to make sure everything still lines up. Should be fine. Switch to gamepad, so it gets rid of the mouse. Switch back to the mouse, it brings it up. Gamepad. Got this map that no one ever uses, but it's there. Restart goes to here. Can leave feedback, goes to the forum. Good. Yeah. Can look at the controls. No one ever does that either. Why I had to put in tutorials, but I can move around. All the controls will be fine. I want to make sure the menus are okay because I haven't used them in a while. And if I'm going to leave this build alone for a long time, I just want to test it a bit better today. Scans are showing a large object in your vicinity. It could be our missing transport. Actually, what you can't sort of see, I said there was no UI up here, but the objective is listed up there. We're searching for the missing ship Endeavour. Divert to intercept. Also, if I'm using the mouse, the flashing key prompt, it knows that it's the E key, and if I switch back to gamepad, it knows that it's the D down button. So, I drifted a bit. We've far to go. Here's the afterburner tutorial. I can only get rid of it by actually using the afterburners. It's the missile key. But there's no target, can't fire. It's no point constantly afterburning because the game sort of caps your max speed, even though in real life you would accelerate faster. But there's no drag, so you're just going to keep drifting, even though afterburning should make you keep going faster and faster to the speed of light. It doesn't in this game because you couldn't really do that. Which is the unfortunate reality of making a realistic space game, is that you can't make it that realistic. Or it wouldn't be fun for one thing, and it would not be a dogfighter for another thing. Anyway, text. You can play the story yourselves. Oh, this isn't a story mission actually, it's a... Make sure that tutorial's working actually. If you don't go into the box on time, it gives you a tutorial about how to brake. Oh, space brake. Use the space brake to come to a complete stop, which helps getting in there. Okay. Oh. There's a problem. First enemy never spawns, so oh god, I hope nobody has played this demo. I did send out one or two 0.2.8 builds, and I don't know if it was broken or working in them. Oh, what went wrong there? You can't advance the demo because without killing that one enemy or making him retreat, then there's nothing else you can do. Let's show first enemy. What happened here? Come on. I clicked it several times before that came up. Odd. I can't imagine what actually went wrong with that. So unless I was doing a full playthrough, I wouldn't have thought of that, and that could have remained broken for a while. And fully broken. People were like, your game's shit, there's no fighting in it. Unassigned reference exception. Alright, it's trying to spawn the wrong thing for one thing. Oh yeah, because we made changes to the spawner script in general. Okay. Let me just fill up these references. Perhaps that might have been actually broken when I sent an email out on Friday to someone. So I don't think they've read it. I used Bitly, but I can't tell exactly who the extra clicks were. Mantis 1 depth is the demo 1. think we have to wait about 10 seconds for him to get here. 12, 10, 11, 12, 13, okay. Getting away. Beautiful. And there's our new explosions in slightly more 3D. Alright. Reset the checkpoint to be the intro, save, build. Let's get on with playing. I think there's no other spawner. Yeah, that's the bug we just found won't have affected anything else, I think. Unless. Hello to the Twitch viewer out there at the moment. If that's you back again, guys, sorry. I didn't see your message earlier, then I said hi, but you were gone. Unless spawner. I think we're okay. Should be able to play up to the end. Give the player 8 seconds to figure out a few controls on their own before I flash any text up. And 8 seconds is actually loads, and I give up to 40 seconds if they don't move at all, because they also have to be outside a small starting zone. Slow down. It's flying through all the text. Not reading it. So here comes the enemy. Well done, now we meet up with our wingmen. Don't hit asteroids. Test that the asteroid breakup is working. Yeah, it seems fine. Oh, that's the large one. Playing in full screen, I thought the medium-sized ones were actually the large ones. Yeah, whatever. Let's get on with it. And now you can see what I meant about the UI frames being similar, so I don't know, I think this might be fun for streaming. If I can give this frame for my webcam is actually in OBS, it's not in the game. But we could do that. Okay, so there's Che. Here's the tutorial for ordering. We grayed out the irrelevant options to make this tutorial a bit easier. And then after that they're all relevant. So here's Che and the kid, which is exactly who we said we'd have. Alright. It's a bit unusual. They don't usually spawn here, but they did this time. But they always, in this demo, they always travel north. You get me? So they're gonna travel through the asteroid field. Normally they're traveling away from it. So this might be harder. That's alright. It seems that you can hear the game through my microphone. I just turned it down enough that you... Yeah, look, turn it way down, you won't be able to. Like I said, the noise gate, I haven't got it set up correctly since I upgraded. I changed my hard drive and changed a few things. Not sure exactly everything it changed. I know it got rid of some of the OBS settings. Alright, here we go. Oh crap, there's a bug. They spawned the model for friendly ships. They're clearly enemies because they got red health, but... I wonder... I don't think this should make them any harder, but... It might just be my perception, but they seem to be faster. They might actually be faster, yeah. Ugh. That's a bit entertaining. Yeah, they're definitely harder. Ugh. Because naturally enough, I've set your allies to be stronger than the enemies, because that's what you want. Even if you don't think you do. They've got to be a bit more survivable than the enemies are. I think I'm... Yeah, look at that. It spawned blue debris because it knows it's an enemy, even though it was a golden ship. Oh god, they got me! Alright, so that's another bug we gotta get rid of. But, yikes. Okay, I'll load the checkpoint. Actually, I'll test this feedback button while we're there. Should be the exact same as the other one, but you never know. Because I thought we were fine in the demo, but apparently we were not. So yeah, those are... I'll have to check in the editor what kind of level they're at, but extremely hard to hit them. Because they have really good dodge chance. And they're very good at getting behind me and staying behind me. If they take out my wingman, I'm really screwed. Oh, we saw the wrong guy. Ah, crap, they've killed one of my guys. Or did I kill him with a missile? I don't think I can, but since there are bugs happening, maybe I can. Oh, crap. I'd like to actually fight someone of this level one-on-one. I think the challenge would be quite fun, but this is actually very hard. I've only got one missile left. And now I'm pretty much gonna have to be one-on-one with this guy, I think. Oh no, there's 3 more coming. I'm boned. There's not meant to be this many at once. They're not meant to be this good. Awesome. Alright. Let them kill me. Kill both the wingmen as well. Alright, I have an idea how I might kill enemies this hard. This is like boss level. I'm not even sure if my wingmen are as good as them. They might be evenly matched, but they bring in greater numbers. Alright, so if we can go 3-on-2, we could probably beat them. And I could save enough missiles for each group. Hoping. Oh, we've already lost one. What? Both my missiles missed. I'm just gonna have to rebuild the game because... yeah, I can't actually beat this. I could, it's the kind of thing where I could kind of Dark Souls it and play it for a long time, but I would work out the best strategy. I think 2 missiles on the first group, so that... for that one thing is I have only 6 missiles and probably a dozen enemies to kill. It's very hard to get them with bullets, especially if you don't outnumber them. That's fun. I think I do want that kind of challenge in the game. I want it to be that if you stick around in a mission longer than you should, you wind up facing people that good. As a kind of a boss level enemy, but yeah, the basic enemy shouldn't be that good. So how good were they? That background image isn't helping. I don't know, let's just load it from here and check the inspector to see what level they were at. That was too hard. Demo 2. Of course, I sort of fix it. If that was still broken, what level would they be? I kind of skipped over the tab that said test what level the enemies are at. Maybe I should not skip that. Demo 2. I think it won't find Demo 2 and it'll revert to a different level. Incoming! Yeah, so it can't find the stats, so it becomes level 1. Level 1 shouldn't be that good. Oh, I think he just, yeah, he's not level 1, he just... Oh, right, it doesn't actually revert. So it just freaks out and takes the default. Just the prefab defaults rather than the level 1 defaults. And the prefab defaults are apparently very good. So. Right. The spawner group needs to be set by default to be pirates because the demo is counting on them. Oh, sorry, pirates with a mantis fighter. And then let's just see what we get. bit more bit more like the expected behavior. Okay, so let's go back. Set the intro thing at the intro to be the, or checkpoint to be the intro checkpoint. Hey, Smooth Potato. It's M-Train. You've got so many nicknames. You got a different username for everything. Every time I look at chat, there isn't a message, then I look away and a message comes in about 1 minute later and then there's none. So yeah, I think M-Train is gone as well. I want to get rid of that background now. My soul ed editor. Soul ed background. Okay. So I have a scriptable object. Of icons, and I have the soul ed background there. Can I set it to none? Is that okay? No, can't have none. It's got to be something. To that. That seems good. I'd actually get rid of the ship. It's a little distracting, but I don't know. It's less bad. Okay, I think we're ready to build, and we can probably finish the demo this time. Is building and running, right? Yeah. Anyone on Watch Me Work today? Nope. Just me. I'm watching myself on Watch Me Work. Alright, so we're at an hour. By the time we finish this demo, it'll be at an hour and 20 minutes, I think. Then I'll update the build basically in the drive folder or the Dropbox folder. Just do a quick test download. Be fine. What else do? Oh, we can check the to-do list that we had. Oh God, no. If you don't notice, those ships in that self-playing scene, they're meant to be friendly ships, arrows, golden, and they came in as mantis fighters. There we go. But they are what? Yeah, when I reset the prefab, all right, I'm gonna break that connection to the prefab. So you can go, the only way to disconnect something in the hierarchy from its prefab is to go game object, break prefab instance. Now it's no longer connected to its prefab, so it's PMC arrows, yes, okay. And then the other group should still be PMC arrows that come in. The other group is, yeah, and the enemies are about to come in behind this group. Up here, they are mantis fighters, okay. Other group, I presume, are also mantis fighters. Yeah. Okay. Man, this spawner changes that I made. I only made them to do the shuttle, and you can see how many bugs can be created by changing a system you rely on more than you thought you did. So what were the other things we said we might do? Of course, the background color, that should be easy. I won't get into creating a loop until Thursday, I guess. Because that'll be like a full episode of what I want to do is make it so that you can go play the demo and then get back to the aircraft carrier, the spacecraft carrier, and then from there launch into a mission and just set it so that you can do the game, you know, just at a code level. Like when I say get into a mission, I mean launch you and an enemy fighter and kill it and come back to the main menu and launch a new mission, but it's the same, just an enemy fighter. Just so that you can have a loop and I don't have to load scenes to get around the different parts of the game. So I can just be like, okay, now the game works in a sense. You could maybe fool a child into thinking that they were playing the full game without looking at the editor, that kind of way. And then from there you're like, okay, so this one mission that we have, it's always the same. Let's build on the systems to, you know, randomize the enemies that come in and the objectives that happen around it. And there's still a bit of a twitchy bug with the dodging as well. I've tried a lot of times to get rid of that, and I've thought each time that, oh yeah, now I've definitely cleared the thing that's causing it. Couldn't possibly happen again. It does. Alright, I was going to open that and OBS. OBS now open. Game's up. OBS open. No, every time I click on OBS it gets rid of the game for some reason. But yeah, we're okay. We're still broadcasting and all that. Just wanted to check on it, but the window was gone. Right, so we can get to the wreck. How many seconds it actually takes to travel 4.5 kilometers? In space, your sensors should definitely extend at least 4.5 kilometers. No matter what type of thing you're using. Like, you could see this ship, for one thing, with your eyeballs. But in the game, it's up down, so it's far away. Feels far away. It took about 30 seconds total to travel 4 kilometers. Yeah, I think he travels 120 meters per second at full speed. If I remember the settings correctly. Alright, we'll get the first enemy. Now, I killed the first enemy last time. So this time I'm going to attempt to only damage him so that he tries to escape, and then let him escape. Just to basically bug test the other. Yeah, alright, here he goes. They're running to bug test the other text and the other triggers and stuff. Alright, so he's trying to get away. Actually, he can crash on an asteroid, so I don't want him to do that. I'm just going to let him get away now. Like they got away. You can be sure we'll meet them again out here, though. Foreshadowing. Well, foreshadowing is hinting at game features. Should regroup with the rest of the squad. Careful not to hit asteroids. Let's go. Skip that whole tutorial and conversation. Text. Notice the ship captain has a different appearance every time we play. Randomly generated. Whereas Jay looks like Jay. Actually, I'm noticing a bit of transparency. Oh. Enemies. Just trying to look at the avatars, but yeah, I think you can see through their eyes a little bit, and I can see a bit of the cargo ships behind them. I'm actually in a bit of trouble health-wise. Yeah, we're good.
Sector clear. Yes.
Try a tactic. I'll let my guys go in first. No, they don't really. They used to be more gung-ho about just charging in, but now if you've got them covering you, people complain that they were stealing all their kills. So don't let them do that anymore. Keep it kind of a tighter leash on them. Text and demo ends, right? Should end just fine. Should be feedback, should work just fine. So I was tempted not to do any playtesting on this because I was like, oh yeah, it works. Been working for ages, it'll be fine. Never do that. I'm very glad that I wouldn't honestly have put it out without doing a playthrough. But I was kind of tempted to just show the Dropbox part of this and then test it later off stream, but I would have had a broken demo up for a few hours. So best not to do that. Okay, so now I need another folder. So I have a Dropbox. I have a long-term sharing folder that I use, and I'm using 7-zip. So I can explore the current build with 7-zip. Open the archive. Current build, and it's 0.2.7 in there. I can delete that. Actually, I don't see the need for the current build folder. Delete that. What I do want is the 0.2.8 folder. I'm gonna copy it, and I believe I can simply put it in. No, sorry, that's not the way. 7-zip, add to archive. I'm not sure if you can do this with compressed .zip folders. This is .7z. Probably can. I just been using 7-zip for a while, and I only discovered this trick recently. And I do believe I tried to do it before with .rars, and it wouldn't work. So anyway, I just want to. I'm adding this to an archive. The archive is now this one, and it's now totally empty folder. Another thing I want to do. I generally have it that all the links I have anywhere on the web point to the same bit.ly link. So I don't need to update the code in a dozen places. It's available here for PC. that will, yeah, that'll link to it without breaking. There's one thing I forgot to do there. That is go to the build. Just in the README, I put the date in on the build. This is May 22nd, 2017. That's all I wanted to add. Do it again. But that is still empty. Yeah. Back to the builds. This is all part of game development. I don't know what you were expecting. Add to a different archive, make it long-term sharing, the current build, that one, okay. So the only thing I don't need to change the link, the only thing is on the devlog I tend to say the date of, oh, I said the 1st of May was the start date of this game. I think it was really the 19th of May, looking at it recently, but either way, happy 2-year birthday to us. We're late now officially. Meant to be within 2 years kind of a thing. I planned it for 1 year because they say plan what you do and double it. Blew through that first roadmap. Alright, so I need to just change 0.2.8 now. That's only a text value. It doesn't matter if I don't change it, other than people will... Nobody will ever do it, but people could catch me out and say you've got the wrong date on your build. Not zipped in yet. I'll be right back, folks. I have a call that I kind of have to take. Sorry. We'll wait for the thing to zip. You didn't hear that, right? Okay, so I'm back. The zip is done. So now let me just basically test the link. Sorry, here's the available here for PC version 0.2.8 build. It went through Bitly, I don't know if you saw it. Then it pointed to Dropbox. Because I'm logged in on Dropbox. Not the best example, because it's just my folder, but I'll do it from... I keep Internet Explorer exactly for situations like this, because I don't sign into anything on it, so we can just go there, Use the download link, it'll go bit.ly. Should have gone bit.ly. Well, we're here anyway. Download. Direct download, yeah. No thanks, continue. And this should download a thing that I can extract, and it will be... Where's that folder now? Yeah, so I should be able to extract that and play version 0.2.8 just to prove that it all worked. Similarly, bit.ly link again, just to be sure that it works through my own site and everything. I don't test all the links every time because I don't change the links, as I said. I only change what's in the Dropbox, but things went wrong today. Let's just be more thorough. Play the demo. Yeah, 68.27 megabytes, that's the one. Damn it, Internet Explorer. Now close. The solve that demo. There it is, folder, the README. It's got today's date there. And there's no way it could go wrong now, but let's just make sure we're on version 0.2.8. There it is, 0.2.8 down in the corner. Home-based preview and all that. So we built it, we put it up, and we proved that we can download it. There is one thing I should also fix. I mentioned how I sort of built an 0.2.8 the other day, and then I'm not sure if it was before or after I broke things with the spawner, so I may have sent a broken build to the press. I do believe I tested it, so I do think we're okay, but I want to be more sure than I am. So I've got, press kit with logos and stuff in it. Build is here, but I'm going to delete that. And same as I did a minute ago, just 7-zip, add to archive. This archive this time is going to be Dropbox long-term sharing. So that should be fine. See it appear in here actually at the end of that. So how are we doing? We built 0.2.8. It's then uploaded. So I'll put that into last time because that's what I'll read next time. Start creating a loop is what I will do the next day, I guess. Force background color. I think I'll do that now. And I'm just going to put it in last time. So we'll just do that quickly before wrapping up. So you may have noticed all my backgrounds are gray until you play and then it picks a color. And at the moment it's just a random color. We're trying to see which ones we like best, and well, it's random between a few possible colors. I should say it's not fully random. But it's the environment, it can be one of these 4 colors. But sometimes for screenshots I'm like, okay, I've got some GIFs on a red background, I want GIFs now on a green background just for variety. And then I'm trying to get them and I have to restart the scene several times just to get the random roll on the color I want. Then I have to do the GIF actions correctly. Like, like being a single take actor kind of thing. Well, not a single take, but you have to, like being an actor, you have to do your scene and get the parts right. and the AI have to get their parts right. And so worrying about what color is coming is a needless complication to it. So we'll go to the test scene, which is where I change everything. I don't know what I'm saving there, but it doesn't really matter. We're going to be pretty much done with that scene for the future, I think. Let's see, I might still bring it to conventions, but in the demo, I'm just going to have a cleaner main menu where it's not as like that as it was. Right, the background. I think the director sets the background color, I think. If I remember correctly. 7-zip is still extracting. Or compressing, rather. Alright, let's dress the scene or something like that, if I remember. Yeah, dress the scene. Adjust color. Okay, where is that happening? Oh, it happens in dress the scene. Hang on, this is only the... We're just changing the color on the asteroid field to match the background color. We set the actual scene color. All right, that's here. Right, that's so at the moment you get the tools script. Scene tint is get a scene color. All right, so I want to say basically check if I want to be able to bypass that. If yeah, screenshot mode makes sense. A public bool for custom screen color on. Make it false by default, and then I said screen, not scene above, didn't I? Is there a color dot purple? No. Whatever. Give it a default color that I will change. Scene. Okay. If well, I suppose I want to be in screenshot mode and custom scene color. Scene tint equals custom scene color. Else pick it from one of the four. That should do it for the code. What's going on here? Okay. Nothing has it open then, don't think. Add to the archive. It. Try that again. Okay. So right now Did I save? Did. Oh, there's a code problem, I think. So it won't compile. Oh, right. What did I call it? I had I tried to add a color as a bool just because I called it the wrong thing. Let's see. At the moment it should be, we're not using a custom scene color, so it'll be a random color each time. Actually, just gonna try press or to restart the scene, but do it this way. Alright, we got purple, we got green, yeah, we got green again, but purple again. So you can see if I wanted red for my GIF, it would be a bit of a pain to do it that way. So we do now go director. Now if I just set custom scene color on, but I don't have screenshot mode, it should still be giving me the random 4 colors. The greeny one, the purple one, yeah. But if I do have it on, it should give me red every time. Yeah, very, very red. Way too red. The asteroids are also red. So let me just... It works. It was that easy. But let's just set the default custom color to be purple so I can actually look at it. Don't want those to be the defaults, but apply that as default. So if I ever do just go, yeah, want the custom color, it'll be the nice purple that I already found. There it is. There it is. There it is. There it is. Okay, so that'll help making screenshots. Save that scene. Right, something is wrong. Well, I guess it might be just that I have this open and I was trying to look into it. Try that again. We are pretty much done for the day. I want to correct the press kit before anyone looks at it and it's horrible. Which they could be doing right now because we're still part of the working day on Monday and I sent an email on Friday. You never know. This could be the one time the press actually looks at an email. What am I doing? Help. Put it in here. Here. Right, I don't need the coding open, that's fine. No one in chat. Or there's someone watching on YouTube. Hello to them. No one on Watch Me Work. Right. Hopefully that'll go through. Then on Thursday night at 8 o'clock we can do the other thing. The thing where we create the loop. I'm sorry. When I said we can do the other thing, I was like, okay, quick, which of the 20 things that I have to do is it that we're going to do? We're going to do the sort of start creating the loop for the code that we can get into the strategy layer, into the home base, into a mission, back into the strategy layer without having to load scenes in the editor. We could build it if we wanted and technically be playing the game. I described that a bit earlier. So I won't do it again. So that was fine. We could download the demo fine. Bit link worked. Looks like no one's clicked on it in the last, or let me refresh the page. Oh yeah, the extra clicks are me, I think. It's about the right number, 4, I think. And no one's clicked on the press kit, I think, today, so they won't have got the bad demo, unless it was bad on Friday and they did click it then, because I don't think I tested it. It's no point in me testing it 4 times. I don't think I did test it 4 times. It'd normally be 1 or 2. Like 1, but 2 if I made a mistake. 4 if I made 4 mistakes. Well, 4 if I made 3 mistakes. Which, as you can see from today, is quite possible. There's the builds. Alright, no errors that time. Let me try download the press kit, actually. Bring back bit.ly. Alright. This should be the press kit. It should contain the 0.2.8 demo. Point to the press kit. My Dropbox is up to date. 138 megs actually, because there's a lot of like high-res GIFs and, well, high-res screenshots and some GIFs. Makes it kind of large. And that's just, I might not subject you to testing that, even though we're still below 2 hours, so I'm not too pushed on time. But there's no point really making it go longer. I can also actually do a post on the devlog today to say we have a new version. I will do that, but I don't need to do that with you watching either. We can add panda faces, whatever. Yeah, stupid. So all right, that won't be done in a minute. That'll be a couple of minutes, so I won't wait for it. So yeah, I closed the other thing because I was so confident that I didn't need to look at it again. So I'm gonna maintain that confidence. You can't see me, but I got my hands clasped like a news desk. Also, I forgot to turn off CCleaner. Usually turn it off because I don't like the pop-ups, but a few things I forgot to turn off today, like Steam. Anyway, enough of my arsing around. It's Monday, forgive me. So we're back on Thursday, 8 p.m. and we will start creating a game loop, I guess. Like we have our combat loop, in a sense. Depends what level of game design expert you are, or if you're just a player, if you're a game, you will maybe interpret the word loop differently. I'm talking about the wider game loop, the play a mission, go back to the strategy layer, plan a mission, play a mission. That's the loop we want to get. So we'll start doing that Thursday night. No point in me repeating myself for a 10th time, so I'll leave it there. See you Thursday. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.